Jalen Hurts had a historically bad game against the Chargers. It pains me. You guys all know this. But Hurts, 0 touchdowns, 5 turnovers, including a play in which he had a pick and a fumble on the same play. A disaster game, and they lose to the Chargers 22-19 with the Eagles fading fast. Can Jalen Hurts turn this around? So here we go. Score and situation. The Chargers are up 7-3 at this point. This is a 3rd and 2, and it's 8:31 left in the second quarter. Eagles driving, moving down the field, looking very good. Fun fact, though, no player in NFL history has thrown a pick and fumbled it on the very same play. You're about to see some crazy stuff, man. So here we go. At this point, I'm actually a little excited. The offense is moving down the field. However, they do keep doing this 5-wide thing. Don't know how I feel about it. This is what I want you guys to notice first when we look at this play is that Dotson's just going to run right down the field, and he's going to have an open opportunity because there are no safeties back. Now, this play ends up, what you end up going to see is he's going to throw it underneath. It's going to be a pick. And we'll talk more about the defense there. But just Jalen Hurts not making these reads. I want you guys to stay on Dotson right there. He beats him inside. Like, if we look at this part of the field, that just has to be thrown. That could have been a touchdown. But now let's go kind of to the rest of the play. And we'll show it to you from the other angle because this was ridiculous. So what the Chargers are actually going to do is they're actually going to bring a blitz from this side. That slot corner is going to come down. And they're actually going to pop out this guy, and one of these two guys is going to pop out as well. They're going to run under zones. They know we want to throw it underneath. It's 3rd and 2, and so they're just sitting on it, right? So when you see this, now I don't know what he's looking at, but Jalen, you got to see these two. They're both there. And if AJ's running a curl, right, like right here, there's just no way that's going to be open. There's just no way that's going to be open. Now, he clearly missed it, but my God, man. Like, it wasn't a drag. It wasn't a slant. It's a curl, and you want him to there's just not open. Now, what you're going to see here is Shipley coming from behind right there. He actually forces the fumble and then just disaster strikes. So he forces the fumble. Jalen gets it, and I don't know what he's doing. Go down, Jalen. Go down. So, I mean, he makes a terrible play, right? He almost gets completely bailed out, and then he just fumbles the freaking football. Go down, man. Like, that was awful. It doesn't get much worse than that. And, I mean, I am absolutely devastated when that happened. So, for the second play, scoring situation, the Chargers are up 10-3 at this point. This is a 2nd and 10 with 4:45 left to go in the second quarter. Fun fact, Jalen Hurts entered this game with only 2 interceptions, and I'd been talking about it way too much, and I feel almost personally responsible for the mess that would ensue. So at this point, I am now definitely concerned. Also, real quick note for the Chargers fans, my apologies. Deshaun Hand got that last interception. We're going to keep up with you guys and your stats as well. So on this play, what you're going to see is you're going to see Devontae Smith. He's going to motion over, and then what they're going to do is, you know what I mean, just trying to identify kind of man or zone. But he's actually going to be the primary, so that clearly tells you it's a zone. And then they just run Devontae on a straight little comeback route where he stops right here, but I mean everything collapses. First off, so Devontae right there as he's cutting, you're going to see a little slip, not great, and a pick. That one, Dante Jackson picking it off. But yeah, Devontae kind of can't fall. But secondly, he didn't really have time, go a little bit forward, he didn't really have time to make his cut, because if you look up here at the D-line, you're going to see a stunt, boom, and Hurts just gets hit up the middle, and he's got to get rid of it a little bit quicker than he wants to. I mean, Khalil Mack is right in his face. When you look at where he had to throw the ball, when he had to throw it, and that is the moment that Devontae Smith falls down. Like, that's just tough. This offensive line has been awful, but if you're Hurts, obviously, I mean, you can't just throw that, right? Like, you can't just toss it up in midair. But I think that was the mandate. Just go out there, throw the ball. Devontae falls down. You have all curl outs on the field. Not great from anyone. But bring back just throwing the ball away, throwing it in the ground. This was a very winnable game, and Hurts' superpowers was not doing that. So a terrible pick right there. And, I mean, I'm just pissed off at this moment. So here we go. For this third play, the scoring situation, the Eagles are up 16-13 at this point, and it's a 1st and 10 with 11 minutes and 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fun fact, the last time Hurts had a 3-interception game was against the Jets in 2023. That game was awful. I actually remember it. And this was just way worse than that. So at this point, purely because of the defense, I'm actually feeling solid. The Eagles actually have a lead in this stupid game because the defense is going so crazy. So what we're going to see on this play is you're going to see AJ coming up, and he's going to just kind of run this little in route right here. Actually gets open, and I mean, this is just bad. Play action fake right there, and they throw it to him, and he just drops it. That's just fantastic. Cam, what's his name? I'm going to get his name for you guys. Cam Hart on the pick. We just didn't want to say his name wrong. But Cam Hart gets the pick. Now you're going to see a couple things happening right there. Now remember, he's trying to throw it up here. But on this little stun around, Landon comes over, and Landon actually gets pushed back a little bit. But all that aside, right, you're going to see it. Boom, there's Landon getting pushed a little bit, but my God, AJ, catch the football, man. Bro, catch this. This can't be a pick. He's scared of it. Bro, you got to catch the ball. You have to. I'm sorry. You complain too much about getting the ball to then start dropping the ball right here. Just one last time. Now, is the pass a little high? Absolutely. You got to get it down for sure. He shouldn't really have to be jumping to catch it, but you got to catch that, because if not, it ends up as a pick. The Chargers are going the other way, and they kick a field goal to tie up a game where you had the lead. And, I mean, it's just like, oh, my God, like, of course. Things are just going from bad to worse. What's up, Birds fans, Chargers fans, and fans of the NFL? Welcome to the Lumia Sports Podcast. Please check out some of our other videos. We got some good stuff coming for you guys from the biggest games of the weekend. Check out our lives as well. We do instant reactions. Throw us a sub or a like. Just helps the channel grow and us keep giving you content. Now back to the episode. Sidebar, we're going to show you 2 more Jalen Hurts plays, but real quick, I mean, what you didn't see on the other end was the defense was amazing. Justin Herbert was making things happen despite getting sacked, I believe, 8 times on the day, but he was able to move the ball down the field. And the Eagles defense, I think they were owning them on the D-line, but Herbert wasn't throwing interceptions, and that was the difference. So that's why you won't see any Herbert or the defense being Dean forced to fumble. They were flying, making huge plays, and the only reason that this is still a game. Scoring situation for this next play. It is now tied 16-16. This is a 2nd and 11, and there's 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter with the Eagles driving down the field. Fun fact, A.J. Brown has had 100 yards in the last 3 games, and in those last 3 games, the Eagles are 0-3. So I don't know what to make of that, but maybe we should get Devontae the ball. Yeah. So at this point, to be honest with you, I'm actually extremely hopeful. Yeah, because they're tied, they're moving down the field. A.J. Brown has been getting the ball, and I'm feeling good because we have the ball, and you think at the very least we're going to get a field goal. But on this play, what you're going to see, the Chargers keep doing it. We saw the Bears do it, Chargers do it. They're just going to load everyone in the box. There's no safety back. You got A.J. one-on-one, flyer out. Here he goes, and Jalen, historically, he's been one of the best fly route passers in the league. So we'll actually take that off so we don't distract you guys from this throw attempt. But this is just one of those moments, man, where it's just like whatever can go wrong will go wrong. Jalen Hurts throws it. A.J. Brown doesn't haul it in. An absolutely perfect throw. Hurts didn't have a lot of them, but this was one, and it would have won the game. But to be honest with you guys, and we're going to look at this again, I thought maybe I'd come on here and be like, A.J. Brown should have caught this pass, be a little more. I mean, when your quarterback just keeps tossing picks, it is what it is. But, I mean, that is tough. You do have to kind of catch that. Good play from Cam Hart. Cam Hart was out here hooping. That's an impressive play on the ball. But yeah, man, I just need you to catch that pass, please, for the love of God. But he can't. He doesn't do it. And everything right now that can go wrong with this team will go wrong. And I am just disappointed and sad that we didn't score a touchdown right there. Scoring situation, the Chargers are now up 22-19 in overtime. They got the ball first, went down, kicked the field goal. Excuse me. This is now 1st and 10 with 2:35 left in OT. The Eagles have to be driven down the field. But we got a fun fact for you. This is really fun. No QB in NFL history has had 0 touchdowns, and 5 turnovers. So that's 2 historically bad things that we've seen now from Jalen Hurts in this game. So here we go. At this point, somehow we still have a chance to go out and win this dumb behind game. And I'm just waiting. And what you're going to see here is they're going to try a fake. They love this play, this little out to Goddard. But this time they try to add a wrinkle to it with Dodson up there to catch that corner looking. But what you're going to see is, I mean, they are all over it. And this guy just jumps back. Yeah, this corner, incredible play as he jumps backwards, deflects the pass right there, and that gets a Tony Jefferson interception. That's just a crazy play. A terrible throw, of course, again, for the 4th time. But a crazy play. And I want to show this to you from a different angle, because what happens to me that kind of makes this, I don't know. So here's what you're going to see, right? Like, he's moving this way. So nobody touches Khalil Mack, like, at all. Like, you're going to see it. So that's a fake. Is this supposed to be like a read option? Like, because nobody touches Khalil Mack. Like, is he supposed to hand that? Is this an RPO out here? Like, why is Khalil Mack just getting a free run? And if you have 2 routes, that's the thing. When you have 2 routes, I doubt it's an RPO. But he literally, there's nobody there, no one touching him. Now, that's a terrible decision. You got to throw it away because it was 1st and 10 and you're on the 17. I don't know what the game on the line. He is trying to go out there and make plays. I get it, but I don't get it. You can't try to make that throw. That's a ridiculous throw. And, yeah, but just the literal fact that there's just, like, I don't know what's going on. Everyone is down here. They're all blocking. Like, is this supposed to be a run? Because this is just a one-on-one with Khalil Mack, and that's just crazy, man. So I don't know what's going on. This team looks chalked. I'm pretty distraught right now. I'm happy that the video is almost over because I can just throw this away. I'll watch it with some friends, I guess. I don't know. I'm mad, guys. I'm mad emotional, and shout out to the Chargers for winning that game. And Jalen Hurts played one of the worst games in the history of quarterbacking. So after that Eagles loss, look at where they are right now. They're still the 3 seed, but descending fast. And the other thing on top of that is when you look at these are all your teams that would make the playoffs right now. They have a worse win record than all of them except for the other division winner in Tampa Bay. So these wild card teams right now have better wins, and even when you look at the Cowboys at 6-6, like, it is absolutely not out of the question that they could still make the playoffs. They're only a game and a half up. They stay only a game and a half up. They keep losing, and at this point, man, I don't know, man. I almost said some ridiculous stuff. It's just bad, though. Can they just win some games? Like, my God. And when you look, huge win for the Chargers is right now. They go all the way up to the 5 seed. So that's an impressive win. And when you look at this line of demarcation, that win, now they still have a couple tough games left, but that win could be monumental with now the Colts. Obviously, we know Danny Dimes is out. But that one could be huge into getting them into the postseason. for the second straight year, and these teams, it's all going to be very interesting. But right now, they still play. We'll go over the schedule. I think this would be their kind of biggest threat to missing the playoffs, but now up 3 games, and they've already beaten the Chiefs, so the Chiefs can't just own the tiebreaker just to own it. I think the Chargers, I think this game really cemented them as a playoff team. So for the Eagles, and next up, first off, let's just look at this. This is absolutely what you want to see right here. Look at that. That's just great. But what you want to see, I don't know. They play the Raiders next. I'm now terrified. You get the Commanders twice and the Bills, and I just don't know if this team can even play a good game right now. So we'll leave that there. But they are descending fast, and the offense hasn't scored over 21 points. Not even in overtime. Haven't scored over 21 points since October. So it's going to be December 13th. Not good. And for the Chargers, I didn't know it was next week, but yeah, next week you get Kansas City. You can really obviously bury them if they're not already buried, put them away. There's some tough games, though. Dallas, Texans, Broncos. So you put the Chiefs away, you're in the playoffs, and then you can see what happens in these 3. I think their concerns, obviously, their offensive line. Like, oh, my gosh. Herbert was getting smoked out there. He's got a broken hand, a robot hand. They're just trotting him out there. But a big win, at least for the Chargers. You definitely want to get in the playoffs. And I think you might be at the point where if this goes a certain way, you can even get Herbert a week or 2 of rest. That would be almost ideal. If, you know what I mean, depending on that Broncos Week 18, like if you can actually win the division or not. But the week of rest might be exactly what he needs, because he's going to have to keep getting hit for them to have any chance to make a run at this thing. Their offensive line is just dreadful.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please watch some of the other videos on the site. I've created a playlist with each and every football team, and every week we will be going over those games. I'm really loving this, enjoying it, and hoping you guys are as well. Of course, like, subscribe, and if anyone wants to sponsor, we're looking for Lumia Sports Productions is looking for sponsors. Shout us out. We will shout you out during the video. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a great day. Enjoy.